All right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Hey, welcome, MS Wilson. Yes, Venmo again would be awesome. Put it right there in the chat for you. If you're in the break tonight, what's a team that you are in on? All right, I guess I should go ahead and turn on the video here, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's check out a sound alert to see if they're working.
I'm coming in hot.
Sounding good. Okay. All right, Matthew W. You were in on England or New England. Was that when we did our? Oh, I'm thinking. Wait, I was gonna say a really stupid thought. It is Friday, so forgive me for that. I was gonna be like, were you in on our mosaic break, and did you have England the soccer team? I'm like, we are breaking football tonight.
With me.
Hey, Garrett Dokes the Goat. Welcome
Absolutely. Good.
to the
Good.
Two Brother
Excellent.
Breaks family. All right, so you have the Patriots. All right, guys. Right before we get started here, I want to make sure I offer up these teams that did not sell in the break. After the Packers and the Giants go off the board, we have the Titans, Seahawks, Raiders, Vikings, Rams, and Texans. Those are going for $250 each, no shipping added. So that could be PayPal or Venmo. You send that to me, or if you are here, I'll bring this up a little bit closer here. If you have been part of our breaks before and you're just here to hang out in the chat and you were hoping to maybe get in on some teams, we can also do that for you. And it will be just adding an additional $3 for shipping, which will cover the label and the hard sleeves and the penny sleeves and stuff like that. So I know my writing's not the best there, but Titans, Seahawks, Raiders, Vikings, Rams, and Texans are left. We'll give it a few more minutes here, and if those teams do not go, actually I'll leave that piece of paper here, then we will go ahead and get started. In addition, we just had our rapid fire card break weekend, and we had requests all the time for personal breaks. And I do have a lot of extra boxes here, so I'll share this real quick. After the stream, if anybody's interested in any of these products here and their prices, we can go ahead and break these, or we can send them sealed shipped. They're just some extra product I have laying around that I don't have any plans for break-wise yet. So that includes some 2020 Chronicles football blasters and hangers, some Bowman Mega boxes, Topps Gypsy Queen hobby boxes, some blaster boxes, and then the shipping cost there. I tried to, dock a couple bucks off of what they're going for on eBay, and taking into account that, I'm providing hard sleeves, penny sleeves, and stuff like that. So throwing those up there. Hey, MS Wilson, I'll take your word for it and check it afterwards there. Thank you. All right, guys, last call on those few teams: Titans, Seahawks, Raiders, Vikings, Rams, and Texans. 250 a piece. What do we got left there? 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. So if somebody's interested in doing all 6 of those for $12, I could also do that. Just let me know. But how's everybody doing tonight? What teams do you have? Who are you looking to get here in the chat? I know that this Prizm Draft Picks is a really popular set right now. I'm more of a baseball card collector myself, though I am really into football. Less so in the college football, so I don't know a ton of these players in my drafts. I got my cheat sheet over here to the left or to the right to try to help out with all the first round picks printed out and whatnot here. I can talk about current players in the NFL for days, but Like I said, not as up to date on the college players, but I do have a pretty good idea of what we're looking for. Let's get some Bucks cards. Let's go, Deathcore. I like that energy. Welcome to the chat. Who else is out there? Who else is looking for teams? Last call before we rip into, well, actually, what do you guys want to start with? You guys want to start with one of the 3 blasters or one of the 3 mega boxes? But last call before we get started. We do have a few teams left over: Titans, Seahawks, Raiders, Vikings, Rams, and Texans. $250, no shipping for each of those teams. And like I said, if somebody wants all 6 of them, I would do them for $12 in total. I am seeing no takers. I will check my eBay messages real quick because I know some people message in there and not necessarily in the chat. All right. Sounds good, guys. Welcome to the channel. All right, what are we starting with? Does anybody have a preference here who is in chat? Shall we start with a blaster? Shall we start with a mega box? The blasters, my brother and I found out, are actually pretty good. I think they're underrated out of how all the products are, all the different products here break. You know, you get those purple wave prisms, and there seem to be some really other cool stuff. Some like the green pulsar prisms are pretty cool as well, and you get a good bit of cards with them. Of course, you do get your auto in the mega box. We haven't had a ton of luck with pulling really good autos yet, so we're gonna hope to turn that around. Hey, a little quesadilla. Welcome to the chat, and just in time, we were just about to get started. Yeah, let me put my email in there for PayPal, and I will trust that you will send it my way as the break begins here. And then we will go ahead and get started. And you have the Saints. Thank you for letting me know that right away. I will know who to send it to. And, you know, hopefully you get some really good cards there. 6 teams for $12 is obviously a really good deal. And I'm only slightly disappointed because now I won't have a chance to get any of those cards. But that is totally fine because I equally enjoy pulling them for other people. I mean, hey, that's why I do this. So let's get you some good stuff, a little quesadilla. And thank you so much for popping in and grabbing those extra teams we had sitting around. And Deathcore saying, let's start with the blaster. So let's start with the blaster. Let's do it, guys. Yeah, so let me know if you're able to find that PayPal there, a little quesadilla. And if you're not, do let me know. I also have Venmo, so that can also work. Deathcore is saying he'd be fine with a base Cal Trask. MS Wilson shooting for the Mac Jones auto. That would be a big hit for sure. Alright, so these are 5 cards per pack here, guys. I am glad my brother is in the chat. He has broke a lot of this stuff recently, so he's going to let me know if there are any big hits I miss here. Hopefully you guys do as well. Yeah, he did pull that on the stream last night. That was pretty cool. We're going to start out with a nice Derrick Henry card. Guys, King Henry carried my fantasy football team last year. Mike and I actually co-managed the team with one of our friends, and he just put on a performance. It was so much fun watching that guy. Obviously not the card we're looking for in this set, but still a fun one. Tyler Boyd. And we've got a beautiful hit right here already. Wow. I mean, we're just starting. Thank you, Lil Castillo. We're just starting off hot. Mike, I think this is a really good card. Am I wrong? This is a Micah Parsons, linebacker from the Penn State University. And that is a Prizm card. Nice. Red. I think this is the red, white, and blue parallel we were just talking about, right, Mike? And Micah Parsons, I want to say that was Dallas's first round pick. Let me see. Hey, I guessed right. Look at that. Checked out my little cheat sheet. And, you know, we need somebody to put up on the stands here. So we're going to continue doing this. Is the person with Dallas in the chat here tonight. I really appreciate, guys, both people who are returning to Brother Breaks members here. I know there's a lot of you tonight. Really appreciate that. And all of those who, this is your first time here, I equally appreciate you. And I also equally appreciate all of you who are here in the chat that are just hanging out with us. It's great to have a mixture of people, and it's really great to see you all here. All-American Kenneth Gainwell. That's another nice Prizm All-American card there. We'll sleeve that up. That's an All-American green, Joey is saying. Yes, I'm pretty sure that the green, so like, once again, I am less based in this set because I'm not as, I don't break a ton of this for myself. Because like I said, I'm not huge into the college football. Obviously, these players are going into the NFL, but it's still their college jerseys. However, they are really cool cards. But my understanding is that that green parallel is going to be a little bit more rare there than that silver parallel. Anyway, though, this is going, Joey, what teams do you have tonight? Thank you for joining us here in the chat. If we have any American Office fans of Jim Halpert or Pamela or Michael Scott or Dwight, Dak Prescott, green Prizm there. If you decide to follow us, we have some really cool Office notifications and a nice looking Terence Marshall Jr. card there. And if you're really enjoying the break tonight, you can always subscribe to us. That's free with your Amazon Prime subscription. Believe it or not, you get one free sub here on Twitch. That also comes with a really cool Office notification. Jacob Easom here. Oh, this is pretty cool. I think this is that guaranteed or close to guaranteed purple wave Prizm card right there that we can find in the blasters, and that is a Carlos Basham Jr. Nice looking card right there. Prizm card from Wake Forest. Was he a first round pick? I'm not seeing him on my sheet there. So I'm going to go with no. But if he's going to a team that one of you guys own, hey, welcome, Buffalo Boy. Nice to see you tonight. Here's a nice Najee Harris Crusade card. I'm familiar with him as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and an American parallel there. All-Americans of Dylan Moses. May not be a parallel. May actually be considered an insert in this set. I'm going to go ahead and soft sleeve that Najee Harris card. And I will go back and sleeve many more of these post-break here. Deathcore, it's really true. These breaks are really affordable to get into, the Panini Prizm. I think that's in part due to Target. If you guys are retail hunting, Target drops these on a random morning during the week online. And a lot of people have been able to pick them up. So the market's a little bit flooded, I think. There's a green parallel of Zach Wilson, one of the main QBs that we are looking for right there, and he is our second overall pick going to the Jets. That's a nice looking card there. Travis Etienne, Marquez Stevenson. Let's get that Zach Wilson in the hard sleeve for now and get him up on a stand. We will celebrate him for whoever owns the Jets. If you're in the chat, let us know. Got a few nice green parallels up there so far. We're only partially through this pack, or partially through this blaster box here. On to the next pack. We got Trevor Lawrence, our cover boy. We're going to be looking for him today. Here's Patrick Mahomes II from Texas Tech. Chris Godwin from the Penn State. Jerry Jeudy, nice green parallel. And there's a Crusade. Zach Wilson, nice hit there. And a Najee Harris. Base Prizm. So Zach Wilson hitting twice already. Ben Roethlisberger. Joshua Kelly. All-American Pat Freiermuth. He was a first-round pick. Right? No, he wasn't. He was a second-round pick of the Steelers, right, Mike? Darius Toney and Jamar Chase. He was a first-round pick. That's a nice All-American card of Jamar Chase right there. We will get that sleeved up. Congrats to whoever. Oh, boy. Guys, I'm going to guess without looking, and it could be really embarrassing here. Oh, no. Now I'm second-guessing myself. Didn't the Ravens drafted a good wide receiver? Didn't the Packers draft a good wide receiver? We're going to look here. Oh, boy. I am going to embarrass myself. Bengals. I knew that was going to be the third team I said, the Bengals. Because I remember thinking to myself, man, they just added that guy on top of T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Crazy stuff. They're going to have... Joe Burrow is going to have a lot of targets to throw to. Sadly, I don't think the Bengals are going to have an offensive line still, but that's going to be a really dynamic set of pass catchers there. Yeah. Really dynamic set of pass catchers. I don't know if we have any Bengals fans in the chat here, but I really think, there's been some reports about Joe Burrow's not looking the best out of training camp, but man, what I saw from last year, I would be so encouraged if I was a Bengals fan because that guy looked good. You get, some more supporting cast around him on the defense and on that offensive line. Yeah. Okay, so the eye will fill you in. You got the Titans, the Seahawks, the Raiders, the Rams, the Vikings, and the Texans. Those are the other teams that you just grabbed. Ryan Tannehill, DeAndre Swift, Hamilcar Rashed Jr., green parallel there. Not going to attempt that name. And Kenneth Gainwell, American parallel. Mike saying he thinks he heard some... Yeah, the Vikings do have Mond, which is a really good player. Jalen Hurts, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Jace Horn. There's another Terence Marshall Jr. You guys excited for the football season to start? I know I've been catching the fever with some of these preseason games going around, especially being from Pittsburgh where, you got the Steelers who consistently perform at least league average. Knock on wood that they'll do so this year. Here's our purple wave parallel talking about that Bengals receiving core, T. Higgins, who's probably just going to have an absolute monster second year after showing what he was made of in year one. But yeah, the Pirates are just terrible right now, so it's really tough to watch baseball. Yeah. Najee Harris, Crusade card there. Dylan Moses. I feel like Najee Harris is probably one of the better players in this set to collect because he's an offensive superstar, potentially. Or he, with being the highest drafted back in the draft this past year, and going to a team where, Tomlin really wants to have a 3-down back. He's always leaned towards doing that. He hasn't been able to recently because James Conner, who is just a fantastic human being and a great football player, just sadly did not have the durability to be a 3-down back. Always ran into some health concerns. But Najee Harris is going to get the touches and the opportunity to be an all-star in this league. So we're going to see what he does with it. There's a Tua. Elijah Mitchell, rookie green parallel. Travis Etienne again. And Marquez Stevenson. I like that they include the rookie symbol on these cards. I feel like, you know, I guess they should have. I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but it does help distinguish some of these players. J.K. Dobbins, even though everybody's in their college jersey there. DeAndre Hopkins. Juju Smith-Schuster came back on that 1-year contract. And there's another Zach Wilson. He is by far the leading QB in our break so far. Zach Wilson ×3. Sleeving him on up. And another Najee Harris. He's been appearing all over the place as well this break. Congrats to whoever has the Steelers. Chat got quiet over here, guys. What's going on? Somebody speak up. Tell me about your day. Tell me about anything you're feeling about. Football, baseball. Love talking sports here. Did anybody... There's a nice Prizm DK Metcalf card right there from Old Miss. Really nice looking card. A Kadarius Toney. And then an All-American Jamar Chase right behind him. Awesome looking card there as well. Did you guys, for anybody who watches baseball as well, did anybody get a chance to check out the Field of Dreams baseball game? Deathcore saying just started DraftKings a day ago. He's hooked. Dude, that is a dangerous world. However, I also do DraftKings and I enjoy it very much. What did you do, Deathcore? Did you do were you like on the sportsbook side? Did you do some daily fantasy stuff? I personally myself enjoyed constructing the daily fantasy lineups. I'm a stats guy. And I also do computer programming as my job, so I really enjoy kind of trying to get an edge on the statistical realm and then using that to build a good lineup. In fact, my brother and I were talking, I think that we're going to do some, maybe for the NBA season, possibly also for football, some streams where we talk about good ways to build daily lineups and stuff like that. Yeah, Mike just said in the chat there. Anyway, did anybody get a chance to watch the Field of Dreams game that the MLB put on yesterday? If you haven't, highly suggest looking up some footage of that. I'm sure a lot of people here are familiar with the Field of Dreams movie that came out about 30 years ago. There's Drew Lock. Chuba Hubbard. They basically went to Iowa. And right next to the movie set, oh, there's a nice Trey Lance. Next QB making an appearance here. They basically, on the Field of Dreams movie set, made another baseball stadium right next to it. And kept it, like, very laid back as far as design goes. So, like, not an electronic scoreboard, very few stands. And the outfield was, bordered directly by a cornfield. Which was really cool. So when players were hitting home runs, the balls were going into the cornfield. And you could tell that the players were just loving it. The setting was just so cool. And I think one of the coolest things was, most MLB games, most professional sports games for that matter, are played in stadiums that are in cities. Rashad Bateman there. And, you get all of that white light from the city and you don't necessarily get to see the stars or the sunset or anything like that. I mean, they were in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, and you just saw like the stars, you saw a beautiful sunset. The setting was just so cool. Very, very worth checking out. Deathcore saying he does MLB and NFL games. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Deathcore. Yeah, potentially looking to do it full time for money is definitely a dangerous endeavor, but I wish you luck if you go down that route, Miles Sanders. There are definitely some ways to get an edge, though. Patrick Jones, the second. If you are looking to get really into it, Chris Evans there to finish off that pack, I would suggest looking into buying a subscription to a website that helps you mass multi-entry. So that's going to be like creating 150 lineups and entering them at like 50 cents a piece into the same tournament. And basically just narrowing down your field of players that you feel comfortable playing that week, in kind of the online application, and then putting percentages by them for how often you want them to appear in lineups. You can also do player stacks, so like QB, wide receiver stacks, because those players are going to naturally correlate better. So say you're starting, there's our purple wave for this blaster, Joseph Osai. And we've got a nice card behind it here, and I'll keep talking about some of that DraftKings stuff here in a moment. Mac Jones, welcome to our break. First Mac Jones card of the night. We'll get him hard sleeved up. He's one of the big names that we are looking for. And for right now, we'll put him up here on a stand, I think. Anyway, going back to that correlation. So yeah, whenever you're building lineups, so say you've got, you think Tom Brady has a good matchup. The pace of play of the game is going to be good. They're playing somebody like the Chiefs. Maybe there's a few people out on defense on both sides, and you just think it's going to be a high-scoring game. If you think Tom Brady's going to throw for 4 touchdowns, there's a good chance that he's going to throw them to some of his main wide receivers. And you might want to look to stack like a Chris Godwin or a Mike Evans with him, so that, when Tom Brady throws 2 touchdowns to Chris Godwin, you get in on that correlation there. That's a lot better than having to guess both the QB and the wide receiver from 2 different teams. Say you guess, we'll see Keenan Allen here, and the Chargers end up not putting up a lot of points. Well, Keenan Allen's not going to put up a lot of points. And there's Trevor Lawrence, a Green Crusade parallel. Nice hit there. Congrats to whoever's in on Jacksonville. Deathcore is saying he thinks he could be a GOAT if he practices enough. Yeah, it does take some practice. That is for sure. But yeah, one of the best things you can do when creating those daily lineups is limiting the number of teams and games that are going to go off. So the way that you win big, and there's a second Trevor Lawrence, the way you win big with those lineups, the way you beat enough people to get up into the high enough pays, if you're not just doing double ups, if you're doing the actual tournaments that are going to pay out a lot of money, is you have to be in on the games that are high scoring. And that may sound easy, but it's not that easy. So if you don't pick, say, the 2 games that are the highest scoring, and you're not in on multiple players in each of those games, it's going to be really difficult. So say you choose, and you're making your lineup, you choose, players from 7 different teams. That means you're in on 4 different games, and you're hoping that all 4 of those games, minimum you're in on 4 different games, and you're hoping that all 4 of those games are high scoring enough to get you enough points for the player that you chose. However, if you stack, so say like the Bucs are playing the Chiefs again, and we take Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, and we have a comeback player of Chris Godwin, if that game's super high scoring there, and Patrick Mahomes throws 3 touchdowns, Tyreek Hill catches 2 of them, and Chris Godwin caught a touchdown or 2 on the other side because, they're just shooting out in the 3rd and 4th quarter, throwing the ball 24/7. Nice Chase Young card here. Then that eliminates, 3 or possibly even more slots in your fantasy lineup, and now there are less players in less games you have to guess correctly on, because it's not just guessing correctly for the players, it's guessing correctly for the game. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is a really talented quarterback, but you're not going to win if you just play Patrick Mahomes every week in your daily fantasy lineup, because his price point and value are not always, or his value is not always going to be the best value for the price point. You got to guess the game that maybe has a cheaper quarterback that's going to blow out, and that quarterback's going to happen to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns that game, even if they lose the game. So a lot of it's figuring out what game is going to have the highest pace of play, going to have poor defensive matchups on both sides, stuff like that. Javon Holland there. There's like a major time mark on that card there. My goodness. Quality control, Panini. Jamie Newman, rookie card there. To start things up. All right, guys, I just talked through all 3 of our blasters there. We did find some big-time quarterbacks there. That is for sure. So congrats to all the teams with those. I'm checking out my little sheet here on the side. I saw a lot of Travis Etienne's. So those are also going to Jacksonville. Congrats for those. We saw that nice Rashad Bateman. Was he a wave? Trying to think. No, he was not. Saw a few of him. We saw some Jamal Chases. Obviously, we got some Trevor Lawrences, Trey Lances, Mac Jones, Micah Parsons. So we're starting off pretty well. Could use some Justin Fields. That's for sure. Patriots already hit on at least one Mac Jones. We want to make sure we get everybody here. We saw at least 2 Kadarius Tonys. So that is on the board. The Steelers are on the board. Don't think we've seen any Cal Pitts yet or Jalen Waddles. So let's see if we can maybe find some of those in our mega boxes. Hey, Deathcore, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. I would be a little bit more optimistic. I think you could see profit sooner than years as long as you're smart with it. Now, I don't think you're going to see like a profit that you can live off of for years. Like, you got to build up a bankroll with it and do it consistently enough. But a lot of it is, beating the odds and playing the field better than your opponent. So another big thing with those 150 entry lineups, you're recognizing that even with perfect statistical information, you're still going to guess wrong some of the time. So if you're just putting all of your effort into making 1 or even 2 perfect lineups for a given week, it's probably not going to work out for you. Your chances of guessing right once is just not great. However, if you play the game of numbers, or the law of large numbers there, and you make 150 educated guesses, one of them you have a much better chance at hitting on one of them. And once again, that's for tournament play. So if you're in tournament play and like one of your 150 entries ends up being in the top 1%, you're going to be paying off all 100 of those 50 entries, or all 150 of those entries plus some. So that's kind of the thinking there. And sent the $5 to your brother. I think he will be kind enough to give it to me. I don't know, Mike. What are you feeling? You could be kind enough to send me those $5. There's a cool... Oh, this is the red... These are the red... oh my goodness. Cracked... Kind of like... Yeah, these are the cracked ice. The red cracked ice, I think, is the correct term in Panini. Right here, the inserts to the mega boxes here. Sorry, guys, it was a long week. It is a Friday. We're starting off with Dalvin Cook. A nice color scheme in there of Sean Wade and his Ohio State uniform. There's another Micah Parsons. Tyler Vaughns. Mike is saying, no way. Don't worry, I'll get it off of MMS. There is a Gardner Minshew, Lamar Jackson, Teddy Bridgewater, Raheem Boyd. Oh, and Deathcore. Those you can obviously so you can upload if you do like a mass multi-entry to a tournament, you can actually upload it to DraftKings via CSV. You can upload all of your lineups that way. But there are definitely a lot of websites out there that are really cheap, or you could, get some free trial subscriptions to them, and they will do all that work for you. So basically, you just limit down the player pool, put in the percentages that you want to play each player, maybe like 20% Tyler Lockett, 20% DK Metcalf, 5% a whole bunch of other players. There's a nice red cracked dice of Sage Surratt. And then it'll print that all out for you, and there's a nice hit. Justin Fields coming back. Nice looking All-American parallel right there. Or insert. Like I said, don't know what the proper term is for it. I think since he is on the board for the first time, who do we have up here twice? We don't have anybody up here twice. Let's go ahead and take Micah Parsons down. He's been up here the longest. And we'll make it a display of our first round QBs. I think these are all of our first round QBs, right? Are we missing any other first round QBs? Yeah. 5 first round QBs, guys. We got all of them. Dylan Moses. Yay us. Not even through our first mega box. Let's see if we can get a second copy of all of them at least. I know some of them we already do. Tyler Lockett. Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones times 2. There's a Kellen Mond. Congrats to who has the Vikings. It's a nice red cracked ice. Come on there. Tyson Campbell. I think Mond goes to the Vikings, according to my brother there. Julio Jones times 2. Is this going to be a regular thing here? We see the base card, then the red cracked ice. Back to back there. Jeremiah with the last name I'm not going to attempt. Rookie card. Terence Marshall Jr. Nice Crusade card. And another Micah Parsons. All-Americans. Who's Terence Marshall Jr. going to? Let's look at our cheat sheet. I'm pretty sure that he was first round, wasn't he? He was not. I'm just embarrassing myself here. But no, I'm not embarrassing myself because you know what I said at the beginning. Here's our bonus pack. We'll put that to the side for right now. I said at the beginning, I am not familiar with college football. So I warned y'all. Deshaun Watson. However, I will do my due diligence and make sure I get people sleeved up that need sleeved up. Post break. Cam Newton. Smith Marset. There's our Kyle Pitts right there. We were looking for him for the first time. We have found him. Crusade card. $16 of you in chat right now. Thank you so much. If you have not followed us, give us a follow down below, hitting that purple button. It is free, and a fun American Office kind of pop-up happens. I put some effort into getting that to work. Kenneth Gainwell. Devonta Smith. Rashad Bateman. Devonta Smith, I believe, is a first rounder. He is. To the Eagles. Congrats on that. I don't know if we've seen him yet tonight. Allen Robinson. Chris Carson. Terry McLaurin. Red Prizm. Oh, guys. Oh, my. See, okay, so if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of the chat, you accumulate something called channel points. They're free for being on our channel. Then you can spend them when we pull something cool like that on like a little sound bite. Like this. As I get this sleeved up. That is a beautiful Trevor Lawrence card. Beautiful Trevor Lawrence card there. Trevor Lawrence with 2 really cool cards. We are going to try to keep a copy of all 5 of these QBs up here. So even though this Green Crusade Trevor Lawrence is a really cool card, I do think it is beat out by that cracked ice Trevor Lawrence right there. So he's going to go up there. And not to be taken lightly, Pat Freiermuth right behind him. So yeah, guys, that's another cool thing. That's why we're on Twitch over here. Some of you may be like, I'm used to watching card breaks on YouTube or Facebook. Well, you don't get cool things like, you know, channel points that you can spend on sound bites to interact in the chat. You know, if you subscribe, you get some cool emotes like, you know, this fire emote or this trash can emote or this emote of me. I didn't make that. My friend did. But apparently that's what you do on Twitch. That's my face when we pulled a Blaze Jordan as the last card out of our most recent Bowman break. We had not gotten a single Blaze Jordan, and the person who was in chat, very nice individual, was looking for a Blaze Jordan. We literally, last card pulled him, had some insane last pack magic. That clips in our video section, I believe, here on Twitch. Derek Carr. Henry Ruggs the third. Gardner Minshew the second. And there's a nice Kyle Pitts cracked ice. And right behind him, a nice Jamar Chase. Look at that. Congrats to the Bengals again. Cam Newton, Brandon Ayuk, looking to have a breakout second year. Already had a really good first year. The NFL, Trey Sermon again. There's Jalen Waddle making his first appearance. Not bad himself. Color scheme in there on that red cracked ice Crusade card with his Alabama uni. Very nice looking card going to the Dolphins. Carlos Basham and Jamie Newton yet again. Second time we have seen him. And we are moving on to our next pack here. Todd Gurley, Terry McLaurin, Lamar Jackson, red cracked ice. That's a nice looking card. And there's a nice looking card. Patrick Surtain the second. A little bit off center to the right, in my opinion. Whoever was cutting these cards went a little bit crazy with that one. Nonetheless, still a really cool looking card there. Joseph Osai right behind him. And guys, we are down to our bonus pack. Is that card numbered, Steve? Uh-oh. Which card, Mike? Not seeing anything on pack of Patrick Surtain. Not seeing anything on the back of Jalen Waddle. Not seeing anything on the back of Kyle Pitts. Which card did you have in mind, Mike? What was I missing? Pretty sure I didn't see anything that was not the normal red cracked ice. This Patrick Surtain card, not only is it off-centered, it's got a funky bend to it. Not sure what happened with that card, but it's not looking like it is in best shape. The Trevor Lawrence card, that's what I thought too, because it was looking a little bit orange to me. It is not numbered to my best knowledge here. Let me give it a look, because we had this issue when we were breaking Bowman in one of the Chrome parallels. It was super hard to see the number. I do not see any numbered here, and I do think it's your typical red cracked ice. I think that just because the background is such a close shade of orange to that red, it just plays tricks on your eyes and looks like it's blending in there. All right, so we have our last item here, and it is what I thought it is. It was kind of feeling like it was going to be this. It's going to be Panini points, guys. So I'm going to make sure I open this in a way where we don't show the code on live stream here. And that is going to be this way. So it is Panini points, which is upsetting, but honestly, we kind of looked and we saw that you could get a lot of really cool stuff with Panini points, so it's really not that bad. And we are going to go ahead and randomize it off. I'm trying to think here what the easiest way to do this is going to be. Pull up our typical random generator that we use. I don't have it in a all right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to grab this. Bear with me for a quick second here, guys. All right, let's go ahead and copy this on. Quick second, guys.
Do you want to form
Hey,
an
Joey
alliance
Tat.
with me? Good, excellent.
You guys are probably like, what in the world is going on right now? It'll make sense. Okay, I think you guys should be able to hear me now. Let me know. You should also see random.org up here. I thought I had this pulled up already. Sorry, guys, that I did not. All right, can somebody let me know? Yeah, State Fam. Hey, State Fan, welcome to the chat here. Oh man, that stinks. Quesadilla. That would not be a fun break. We're gonna get an autograph here. State Fan, what teams do you have, and who does have the Jags? That is a really sick Trevor Lawrence card. All right, guys. So we are right here on random.org. We're going to turn this down to 32 here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to generate once. Whatever number is generated from 1 to 32, we're going to look at the teams in alphabetical order, and we are going to go ahead and give those Panini points over to whoever owns the team who is in that position there. And then I will go ahead and message you via eBay after the stream is done here, the code for your Panini points, and then you can go ahead on Panini's website and redeem those. There are a lot of items you can get for $250 or less, And you can also save them up and get some really cool autographs. Okay, so anyway, without further ado, here we go. We are... Oh, Stay Fan, do you have the Jags, are you saying? If you do, congrats on that Trevor Lawrence card. If not, I'm sure you did wish you had the Jags. And number 7. Okay, so at the website I am looking at, and I will verify this, the 7th team in alphabetical order is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. So, congrats to whoever has the Bengals. Those Panini points are going over to you. And now we're back to our scheduled program. You guys could hear me that entire time, right? If not, that's really embarrassing, but I'm pretty sure I copied over my audio. And we're on to our second mega box. Come on, Panini, giving us Panini points when I was not prepared. Man, oh days, I bet we lost viewers. Joey Tart there followed us, which was fantastic. I'm pretty sure I interrupted his follow notification. Oh man, what a disaster. But congrats to whoever has the Bengals. That is a nice pickup there, those Panini points. Like I said, you guys can go, if you check out the rewards page on Panini's website, you can see everything that you can get for Panini points, and it actually isn't the worst thing ever. All right, guys. We're going to start off with our bonus pack this time because the bonus pack was such a letdown in the last box. So if it's Panini points again, then we're going to hope it's not. We're going to start off because we just need some good mojo. It's not Panini points. Thought I saw 2 cards for a second, but my eyes were playing tricks on me. It is a single card here. Let us see what we've got. It is Andre Cisco from Syracuse. I do not know what team Andre Cisco was drafted to, but if you do and you are in the chat, congrats. Maybe somebody can do some research for me and let me know who Mr. Cisco plays for. Of course, I'll look it up afterwards, but... Yeah, MS Wilson. Let me show you the other Trevor Lawrence pooled. I think there has only been one more Trevor Lawrence pooled. Green Crusade. Joey Tat saying, yeah, exactly who? There he is. Let me know, guys, if you know who he plays for. Working on the first pack here in our second mega box. And we start off with a Derrick Henry, who was the very first card that we saw tonight. Very first player, very first card. Tyler Boyd. Jared Goff. Red cracked ice there. Below him, we got nice Jamar Chase. Red cracked ice. A Greg Rousseau. Nice hit from the U. Not seeing any comments for Andre Cisco. I don't think that's a good sign. Josh Jacobs, let me consult my first round sheet. As expected, he is not taken in the first round. Josh Jacobs. Maybe he was taken in the second round. Quesadilla is saying he believes the Jags? Question mark. Pat Freiermuth. Rondell Moore. Nice set of rookies there. And there's another Mac Jones hit. We'll keep the All-American up there. Mac Jones getting on the board again. As we move on to our next pack. Hey, if you guys are just joining us, welcome to the Two Brother Breaks family. We are breaking some Panini Prizm draft picks tonight. We're having some fun talking some sports. We were talking some DraftKings earlier. If you're enjoying the channel, give us a follow, potentially a subscription down below. Oh, and here is a nice card. Somebody with some channel points, play us a soundbite. Check this out. A beautiful Justin Fields red cracked ice. We color scheme in that Ohio State uniform. Beautiful looking card. Justin Fields right there. Take down our other Justin Fields card. All right, guys. Fine then. I'll do it. That is a hot pool right there.
I'm coming in hot.
All right. On to our next pack here. Jacob Eason. George Kittle. Ooh, there's a nice Prizm card of Sean Wade. And right below him, Devonta Smith. Nice looking card there. Get him sleeved up too. And Rondell Moore, another nice rookie right there. This has been a, minus the auto, a very good mega box so far. We won't complain about it. Let's see if we can keep the good times rolling here. James Conner, Devontae Adams, Russell Wilson, Caleb Farley. Nice looking card there. Was he a first rounder? I thought I remembered seeing his name potentially on my cheat sheet over here. Here I go with this again. He is the Titans. The Titans. Going over to you, Quesadilla. Nice looking card right there. There's the Titans' first round pick out of Virginia Tech. And Nico Collins right behind him. I think first time we've seen Mr. Collins tonight. Let's see what else we've got. Patrick Mahomes again. We've seen him a few times. Julian Edelman. Micah Parsons, cracked ice. Zach Wilson. And a Cal Trask. Oh, man. That was a nice set of cards right there. My, oh, my. It's a nice Zach Wilson card. What do you guys think? Should we put the Zach Wilson green parallel up there? Or the All-Americans? They can keep the green up there. See if anybody comments on your preference. As we move on to our next pack. Chris Godwin. Ben Roethlisberger. Daniel Jones. Daz Newsome, nice card there. Elijah Moore, another rookie we haven't seen yet. Making it into the game as we keep ripping. Joshua Kelly. Derrick Henry again. We've seen a lot of Derrick Henry tonight. There's a nice Kadarius Toney card. We've seen him a few times. I think that's the first time we're seeing him in cracked ice. And Mac Jones. Crusade. Mac Jones hitting again. Mac Jones has been all over the place tonight. Another Kadarius Toney yet again. Joey Tat saying the green. I agree. Keeping the green up there. Stephon Diggs starting us off with this pack. Darrell Henderson. There's a 2. I believe that's a Prizm looking at me here. It is a Prizm. That's a nice Prizm Tua. I thought it was. Thought that was a Prizm Tua. Sam Ellinger and Amon St. Brown behind him. I'm sure I've missed one or two Prizms. I will make sure to get those sleeved on up. Adam Thielen, Tyler Boyd. These red cracked ice cards do just look cool. Nick Bolton, another Pat Firmouth here as we go into, I was going to say our last pack, but we've got another one hidden there. 2 packs to go in this mega box, and we still got another mega box to go after this. We've got a lot of cards over here. Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs. Here's a nice Najee Harris card. Love that. Congrats to whoever's in on the Steelers. Michael Carter. Last pack here. Nick Chubb. Juju Smith-Schuster. Rashard Jr. Patrick Surtain. And Greg Rousseau ending us off. Alright guys, before we hit into our last mega box here, like I said, I enjoy talking sports, so let's see what is going on in the world of sports right now. Looks like we've got some preseason NFL going on up here. Tennessee beating Atlanta. Preseason doesn't mean anything in the NFL. Who really cares? The only thing that really matters is, in my opinion, seeing if, number one, your starters who were injured last year are looking good and healthy or not. And number two, if, some of your new picks and your backups are looking solid. Kind of, determining who's going to be the number 2 compared to the number 3 or maybe the practice squad guy, I know for the Steelers, we picked up Haskins, which was questionable, but he's looked really well, or really good so far. Wow, the Marlins putting a beating down on the Cubs. Everybody's putting a beating down on the Cubs, though. That team is a shell of itself after they traded away all their players. Dodgers and the Mets tied at 4 in 10 innings. Wow, that's probably a really good game. The Mets are playing, I believe, 13 straight games or something insane like that against the Dodgers and the Giants. They are going to have a really tough time holding on to that division with that stretch of games. Really tough few games for them. I love to see that the Rangers are winning. That gets the Pirates a little bit closer to a higher draft pick next year. Cardinals up on the Royals. Is the Cisco auto Jags? I'm not sure, State Fan. I am not sure, but I will make sure to find out, obviously, before I send it out. Rays up on the Twins, Astros up on the Angels, Diamondbacks beating the Padres. Giants over the Rockies. Blue Jays are getting shut out in the 4th. We have a few teams who wrapped up games already. Brewers, Pirates postponed. Do any of these box scores look intriguing? Who should we check out some more? Let's check out this Rays game. Let's see if Franco did anything today, if Nelson Cruz did anything. Nelson Cruz, 2 hits. Franco back in the 2 hole. Still hasn't hitting well, but it takes time. Yep, Cruz putting up a home run. McClanahan, an underrated rookie, guys, in tops this year if you collect baseball cards. As you can see here, 3.73 ERA, having a really good rookie season. MS Wilson coming in and saying Cisco is indeed with the Jaguars. All right, guys, we're down to 1 mega box. We've got some more breaks coming up here soon, guys, with 2 brother breaks. I believe on Monday, my brother is breaking a cello box. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. Cello box of Panini Prizm draft picks. That cello box that he broke not too long ago was really cool. I think you're going to get some really good bang for your buck if you're looking for a Panini Prizm draft picks breaks. And then on Tuesday, I'm doing a hanger box break of Panini Prizm draft picks. And I know that's probably the most popular Panini Prizm draft picks product. And I think after that, we are out of Panini Prizm draft picks products. And I think later on that week, potentially on Friday, I'm doing what I am titling the Ultimate Baseball Mixer. And it's going to have some of my favorite products from 2021. And we're going to be breaking a box of each of them. So it's going to be really cool that, good way to, for some of the sets that you're not going to find retail anymore, to grab some cards for your favorite team. Or if you're getting a little bit late into the baseball card collecting this year, to catch up to all the sets at once. So that is a cool break to check out. That's going to be happening next Friday, I believe. Maybe. Geez, I don't even know when my own breaks are happening. I have to look those up. They should all be in our eBay store, though. Justin Jefferson, which is linked down below. Sage Surratt. Nice rookie card, red cracked ice there. Rakeem Boyd. And another Sage Surratt. Going to the next pack. Jalen Hurts. Kareem Hunt. Derek Carr. Here's another Kellen Mond, red cracked ice. And another Kellen Mond right behind him. Alright, so we found all the big QBs, I think multiple times at this point. The question is, can we find some more in this last box? Henry Ruggs, Keenan Allen. Nice. Oh, there's that double Jeremiah. This is happening a lot in these packs where we get the players doubled up, the same player. Kenneth Gainwell, nice rookie card there. Teddy Bridgewater. Laviska Shenault. Cam Newton. Another Kenneth Gainwell. We've been seeing him all over the place right now. J.C. Horn. Rookie card. As we continue to work through these mega box packs with these green cracked ice. Really cool stuff. Tua. Todd Gurley the second. J.C. Horn. Terence Marshall. Another Najee Harris. I've seen a few Najee Harrises and Terence Marshalls throughout the night. Adding on to the stack for both of those players. J.K. Dobbins. I forgot he came from Ohio State. Hopkins. Terry McLaurin. Another Terence Marshall Jr. He is hitting left and right now. And Dylan Moses. Nice looking card right there. Tyreek Hill. Premier wide receiver talent in the league right now. Matt Ryan. Oh, and here is a nice card, guys. I believe this is a Prizm. I don't want to speak for certain before I look at the back, but I'm seeing it reflect in the light correctly. It is. That's a Mac Jones Prizm right there. Big time hit. This top loader has a little bit of sticky tape residue left over on it, so I'm going to switch that top loader here before I send it out, but it is on the outside, so no worries. That card looks to be in great condition. Beautiful Mac Jones card. He's definitely going to beat out the Mac Jones that we have up here right now. Gotta like that Prizm Mac Jones right there. Travis Etienne, Marquez Stevenson to finish things off right there. Yeah, that's a really nice looking Mac Jones right there. Phillip Rivers, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Gardner Minshew. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire kind of disappointed actually in his first year. Dylan Moses, I thought a lot of people thought he was going to be really dynamic. There's a nice Zach Wilson in that offense. Obviously, he had a good first year, by rookie standards, but I don't think he was as dynamic as a lot of people expected him to be. Especially for how good that offense is in general out there in Kansas City. Brandon Ayuk, Travis Etienne again, and another Najee Harris right behind him, and Kadarius Toney to finish off that pack. A nice run of really good rookies right there. All right, guys, looks like we've got 3 packs left, including this one here as one of those 3, plus our auto, Saquon Barkley, Travis Kelce, Lamar Jackson, Stevenson. There's a nice Jamar Chase. Two packs to go. Let's see if we can get some good stuff. Josh Allen, Dalvin Cook. There's another. Zach Wilson just going off right now. Now the question is, we'll keep the green one up there just to keep things rolling, but the green parallel or the red cracked ice crusade? Which do we choose? Another Jamar Chase, a Pat Freiermuth. Any thoughts? Which one would you rather have? Jarvis Landry, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, Najee Harris, red cracked ice. And guys, nice last pack magic there. Got the nice Najee Harris cracked ice back to back with the Justin Fields to finish off that last pack. Everybody's saying the red ice. Oh man, you guys are killing me. Let me get some more top loaders. I got to navigate the stack of trash that I've created. Ugh. I agree with you though. I think I would also choose the red cracked ice. All right, guys. Bonus pack is left. Let's see who we've got. These bonus packs make me so nervous opening them because they're so thin with only a single card in there. I was going to try to cover it, but I'm going to do a terrible job at that. B.J. Emmons. I'm going to spend some channel points for this.
Swung and a miss.
Yep. Or this one would also be appropriate, I think. I mean, obviously, to whoever has the team that Mr. B.J. Emmons is going to, congrats to you. He actually has a really cool auto. But, I don't believe he was a first-round pick. Yeah, again, who Joey is saying. Anybody with some research there on who B.J. Emmons is going to here? While we're figuring out where B.J. Emmons belongs, guys, we are out of cards to open. Once again, I'll share the personal sheet here. If anybody's interested, I can break these or send them to you sealed for the prices you see here. We've got some Chronicles Football Blasters hangers, Bowman Megas, Gypsy Queen hobby boxes, and then a very large selection of baseball stuff. Series 2 Diamond Kings, Absolute, Heritage, and Select. If anybody's interested in any of those, let me know here before the stream ends, and I will send those along with your cards. Any news on BJ Emmons? The Raiders. If Joey Tat is correct, Quesadilla, it paid off picking up those teams there at the end, as you picked up the Raiders as one of them, and you have earned yourself a nice BJ Emmons autographed card. So, congrats on that. If you are still in the chat. Guys, thank you to all of you who are here. Oh, geez, undrafted free agent with the Seahawks and then signed with the Raiders. Oh, man, that's just... Why include undrafted free agent autos in this set? I mean, now, there are some players, very recently, James Robinson, running back for the Jaguars, who have been very successful as undrafted free agents. But it's not like in baseball where you're drafting these players and they have so much time to develop. You see all the time players from later rounds, becoming like superstars. It's not the case with undrafted free agents in football that often, It's like, why, Panini? Why? Yeah, seriously, that's probably the case, Joey. Hey, Quesadilla's like, I will take it. Hey, you know what? The interesting thing now is I am sure you will be tracking Mr. Emmons' career path. So if you pop into one of our breaks or buy into a future break, Quesadilla, please keep us up to date on what Mr. BJ Emmons is doing. Interesting. Wilson coming in and saying that he was actually a good player at Ohio State until he broke his ankle. Ooh, maybe there's some potential there. We don't know. The real question is... Oh, there you go, Quesadilla. The real question is, who has more potential? Andre Cisco or BJ Emmons? I'm going to go with Emmons because he's at least a position player. I am going to assume Cisco plays something like safety or cornerback. Emmons looks to be a running back. Possibly a wide receiver, but most likely a running back, I would say. Man of the day, guys. Hey, before we close out here, give us a follow down below if you haven't already so you can get some notifications of when we are going live next and we can hang out, have some fun, watch some sports. Check out our future breaks coming up in our eBay store. You will see that link down below, and our social media as well. Guys, thanks again for being part of the Two Brother Breaks family and for being here tonight. Quesadilla is now following. Thank you. He's forming an alliance with me as Dwight Schrute is asking Jim. All right, guys. Signing off for tonight. Have a great one. I will see you the next time we are live, which will be Monday evening. Night all.